Hey guys, Accurious here. Welcome to The Long Dark. This is going to be a year in the dark. So I've been off, haven't been doing many videos here over the last, I don't know, month and a half, 2 months, something like that. And I've just been taking a little bit of a break, enjoying the holiday season with my family, and just relaxing a little bit, sort of recharging the old battery, the old commentary battery. So I'm back. I have a really, probably the, well, it is definitely the most memorable and the most terrifying story in my career to tell you. I almost became a national news headline, honestly, and it would have been really unfortunate. I mean, I would have been 100% correct doing what I did. For those of you that don't know, I'm a uniformed police officer. I work midnight shift. I have about 10 years on at a large urban department, and I have about 3 years on at a smaller village. And that's where I currently work now. Sort of like supposed to be semi-retired. I'm not supposed to be having to deal with these things, but yeah. So I got one whopper of a story to tell you, and so stay tuned for that. But had it gone down any different, I don't know. It would have really messed me up, so mentally speaking. So, all right, so let's get into this. My goal here is, see, I've never actually survived 100 days in the long dark, so I'd like to survive 100 days, but I want to push it a little more. I want to put a little bit of a twist in there. I want to give you guys something a little extra, so I'm going to go for 365 days in the long dark. And so we're going to do that, a year in the dark, see if it can happen. I'm going to just go with a random region. Oh my gosh, please be something friendly. Will Mackenzie. All right, let's do this. A year in the dark. All right, there we go. Let's see where we shall survive. Where are we going to start off at? Coastal Highway. Yeah, it's not... Do I want to go back to Mystery Lake, or do I want to stay on Coastal? I think I'm going to stay on Coastal. Because we have a ravine behind us, which is pretty long. What time of the day is it? It's not even midday yet. Really close. So yeah, there's a lot of loot to be had on Coastal Highway. We're pretty familiar with it, so I think I'm going to stay here. I guess I could pick up a stone to kill a rabbit, but... Anyway, once we get down into a little bit easier areas to navigate, I'll start telling you guys the story. Right now, I do kind of need to concentrate and make sure I'm not going to get eaten by a wolf. Because my goal is to survive. That is what my game channel is all about, survival. Both in-game and in real life, apparently. So, like I said... We'll get to that here in a little bit. But, yeah, I've never been so scared in my life. And it was pretty freaking tragic. It was, let's put it this way. It was tragic that worked out with the best possible resolution and the happiest ending possible. So, anyway. Oh, some nice boots. They look new. Oh, 50%. They're half new. A thin wool sweater. We'll take it. We'll take any type of layers that we can get. Let's get going here. Well, so far, not too bad. Not too bad, I ain't gonna lie. Let's see. And then we'll do a little driving close. Driving close. How pointless. I almost would like not wear gloves at all rather than wear driving gloves. I'd be afraid they get frozen and stuck on my hands. And search this drawer, see if we can find anything here. Nothing. Go ahead and grab the book. Good for kindling. If it was too horrible outside, we'd just seek refuge here, but not too bad. We got a lot of calories in our belly. And not too bad in here. Feels like 32, so we're kind of like maintaining our temperature, body core temperature right now. Let's go ahead and throw on... What did I pick up? I picked up a thin wool sweater, didn't I? Okay, let's put that on here. And then let's put this one on here, like that. And, wait, the thin wool sweater has better... Okay, yeah, because this is cotton. I got you. I'm thinking hoodie should go on the outside, but apparently not in this situation. So let's go ahead and take this one off. Let's just undo everything I just did. Let's wear that, and then let's throw this on the outside for better waterproofing. Boots. We already had some good trail boots. The work boots are actually better than the trail boots, really? For warmth? Work boots are better than trail boots? Tough but not warm. Huh. Well, we got steel toes. But they're better than... How bad are these? They're in better condition. That's surprising. I figured the trail boots would be warmer than the work boots. But we'll go with it. We'll roll with it, you know? We need a hat. We definitely need a hat. Alright, so... Let's keep looking here. Let's try to make it down to Jackrabbit Island, somewhere around there. These switchbacks over here, this that we have to go down to traverse, it's just they're a nightmare, man. They're really tough to navigate and not get, you know, turned into a chew toy. All I'm seeing is rocks. We have no weapons. Yeah. Do a quick inventory check here now that we're standing out in the cold. You know, because that's the best time to do it. Yeah. We got one flare, so I don't know. I guess I'll keep a flare out. It makes me feel better. It's a placebo effect item right there. Flares used to be really, really good to have. Back in the early days of this game. But, not so much anymore. They're not that great. Alright, so typically there is a wolf down here near the road area, or near that bridge. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to shortcut and avoid that whole area to begin with. Let's see if it's possible. Yeah, I think we can. I'm just going to... There's a trailer down here too. Damn it, if I don't break my ankles in the process. There is a trailer down here, but there's also another wolf that likes to hang out down here. There's a trailer. There's a... Looks like there's a intact cabin. So we can always run there if we have to. Again, I'm steering clear. If I need to run, I'll run, but... Alright.
My fingers feel numb.
Yeah, I know. It's because you have no gloves, bro. Well, we do have the driving gloves, but I refuse to put those on. Because they're pointless. Maybe the driving gloves will actually protect your fingers from frostbite. Maybe I should put those on. I never even thought... Like, I've never had a need to do it. Oh, wow. Man, I don't think I've ever... I have not been in this cabin since the update, but there's a lot more in this cabin than I expected. I gotta take it all in. Okay, so let's go ahead and put those gloves on. I'm gonna break my own tradition here. That's a degree. They're better than I expected, but they are brand new. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. We'll see. Time will tell. Alright, nothing there. Beans. No. Oh, another flare. I can go akimbo. Placebo. Okay, a tape. Oh, no cassette tape. Okay, a broom. I don't know. Seems like I could like smack at a wolf with it. Cloth. Oh, I should be able to. That is clearly. That's clearly a scarf. I should be able to use it as a scarf. All right, we're gonna leave that. I know we could break it down, but we're not going to. We got places to be. Okay. Stack of paper's fine. Let me just... There's a lot here that I'm not used to looking at, so I need to, like, sort of take a look at it from different angles, make sure I'm not missing anything, just for the sake of the comments and for the sake of your sanity and my sanity. Drawer. Okay. I was like, I can't open that. Maybe I could flip it over. I don't know. I thought maybe I could interact with it there for half a second. Now it's just a leg of the chair, or leg of the table. Okay. See if we can... I grab a couple of these. Always good in case you need to get some tea in you, warm you up, or if you need antibiotics. Make some mushroom tea. And I think I'll go... I'm going to grab this stick here. Because, you know... Oh, don't you like that? Don't you light that on fire? Not ready for that yet. Okay, there we go. I'm starting to see some flat terrain. Whew. Coastal makes me nervous. There's lots of nooks and crannies for those wolves to get you. It's always the ones you don't see that get you, man. Come up over a blind hill, blind curve, blind whatever. And bam, there's a wolf right on top of you. And right now, we have no defenses, really. Speak of, is there anything down here? There's a dead guy, but I don't... Where's the bird circling? No bird circling? I'm just going to work my way down this way. I can do it. I'm pretty sure I've done it before. I've done this before. Yeah. Sometimes he has ammo. Sometimes there's ammo down here. There's a bird. Feather. Okay. No sign of the birds. Let's search this corpse, see what we got. Some soda. We'll grab the feathers. I don't know. Maybe we'll make some arrows later on. Yeah, there's another feather. Okay. So, there's Jackrabbit Island out in front of us. And there's Misanthropes Island over there. So what we're going to do is we're going to be very careful and pick and choose our path across here. Hey, looks like it's going to be alright. Smooth sailing, but we need to move. Because we are starting to get a little bit nippy in our fingers and our ears. Alright guys, so this is what happened. I was sitting... It was early January. We had a lot of snow here in Ohio. More than normal. It was colder than normal temperatures too. So everything just went dead for about 2 weeks, literally. Like, it was really slow. So I was sitting in my cruiser. You know, I was in a high school / middle / elementary school parking lot. It's one of those big combined schools. And I was blacked out. Had my windows cracked down probably about 3 inches on each side with the heat going. And I was just chilling out, you know, just kind of... I think I was reading my Kindle at the time. Reading a book about AI or something. But, I'm sitting there, and I hear a gunshot. Now, it's dark. It's like -10 degrees outside. With wind chill. And, I hear a gunshot. Now, where the high school's located, it's on the edge of the county. So my village has an ordinance where you can't discharge firearms inside. Ooh, nice. You can't discharge firearms inside the village limits. But the county... It's okay, you know, as long as you have a proper backstop, you're safe and all that sort of stuff, like anywhere else. But, so, where I was at, it wasn't uncommon to hear gunshots in that area, but what was uncommon was that it was -10 degrees, and it was dark outside, and, you know, I hadn't heard any gunshots leading up to that. So, my first thoughts were, well, you know, there's a wolf over there climbing up that hill, so we're going to go up the left side. My first thought was that there was... someone had hit a deer, because there's been quite a few deer strikes this time of year, as usual. And I thought maybe someone put down a deer, maybe 1/8 of a mile away. It kind of sounded like a rifle shot to me. But I couldn't be sure. So I put out I sent my partner a notification that I was going to be checking the area. He responded and said, yeah, I'm going to start that way also. He was across the village, about 4 or 5 miles away. And, I hit my, turn on my lights, hit my floodlights, my LED floodlights, which are just absolutely blindingly bright. And, they light up, they could light up it feels like you could light up a stadium with them, basically. So they're super bright. And, be careful about this wolf up here. Let me listen here real quick. So I start checking the tree line. There's like a wooded area. I think I hear footsteps. You guys hear that? But I heard it in both ears. It was weird. I think they were rabbits. I think that's what that was. Okay. So, oh, another piece of clothing. Ski jacket. Oh, baby. So, yeah. Good stuff there. So I start checking the area, and where I thought I heard the shot come from was a wooded area to the south of the school, where they actually... Oh, nice, a storm lantern. I love finding storm lantern early. Then I know I'm not missing loot in some of these dark areas. If it gets really dark. 76%? Yeah, it's good to eat. We'll cook that right up. And so 99%. Wow, this is great. We're getting all kinds of good protein. Coffee. So I'm just going to continue to loot and tell the story because I can't keep interrupting like this. But so there's this tree line to the south, or trees to the south, where they run cross country and things like that. And the school owns that property. And I thought that was a little weird too, that it was coming from that direction. So I start going along the parking lot, and I use the floodlights to look pretty deep into the woods because there's no foliage, and it's also a lot of snow on the ground, snow on the trees, so it's very bright. It's acting like it's just lighting up. So I can see really far, probably 400 or 500 feet into the woods, and I'm not seeing anybody in there. And so I continue all the way down to where the parking lot ends, and then I basically make a 90-degree right turn, and I start heading along that edge of the parking lot. And there's a field over there with a big wind turbine and some tennis courts, and I start heading down that way. Well, I see it up. There's nobody out. There's nobody. It's like a ghost town in this village for the last 8 hours. And I see one person walking away from me wearing like a Carhartt winter type gear, this bulky. And they look to be taller than me. I'm 5'9". I put him at about 6 foot, which turned out to be about right. Couldn't really judge weight because of how everyone dresses in layers in winter. So when I saw that person, I went ahead and turned on my in-car camera, and I had my mic pack on also, so I was getting audio and video from the front of my car there. And nope, no radio. And I pulled out my pistol and put it on my lap, just as a precautionary measure, because I knew I had a gun in place somewhere. And pretty good odds that this was the person that somehow was responsible for a shot, because it was pretty close. I'm not going to lie, it was pretty close. It wasn't nearly as close as it turned out, as I found out later it was. I thought it was further than that, but anyway, so I pull up, I have my pistol on my lap, sort of in the shadows, but ready to go, just so I don't have to unholster it if things go south. No, I didn't take it. There we go. And I pull up to this person, and I roll my window down, and they're standing about 4 feet from my cruiser, and I guess the best way to put it is, if you guys have ever seen End of Watch, that movie where he's talking to the gangbanger, and he's kind of got his pistol ready to go right at the door, pointed at the door, ready to go, as he's having just a normal, pleasant conversation with the guy. He's ready to go, polite and all that, but always have a plan to kill somebody. So that's kind of what I was doing, and I pull up to the guy, and I'm like, hey, did you hear a shot just now? And he's like, yeah. Or actually, he's more like, yeah. Sort of, he has sort of a down tone in his voice. I was like, was that you? And he's like, yeah. Like, okay. When he turned and started talking to me, I could see he had sort of a baby face. He's younger. I put him about 17 or 18 years old. And he had sort of glassy, watery eyes. But at that temperature, I've had that happen where my eyes get kind of watery just from the sheer how cold it is out there.
I can use this.
And the temperature and the wind chill and things like that. So I didn't really think too much about that. But he's like, yeah. Just double check these, make sure I got them all. And I said, okay, so what was that about? And he goes, and this is what really freaked me out, like, he goes, personal reasons.
What was that about?
Personal reasons.
And the hairs on the back of my neck went up, and I had a shiver just go right down my spine. I said, do you still have the gun with you? And he said, yeah. And I could see in his, like, he had a Carhartt jacket on, but then he had like a fleece hoodie underneath with like pockets in the front. And it was open, so I could see the pockets, and I could see something bulky and heavy in the front left pocket of his hoodie. At that point, I pulled my gun up, and I pointed at him. I said, keep your hands where I can see them. Don't move. Do not move. Don't move. And he, the tears in his eyes started to, like, pull at the bottom of his eyelids. And, I said, don't move, let me see your hands, keep your hands where I can see them, do not touch it. And he just stared right at me with almost like a 1,000-yard stare. And he took his left hand and he put it right behind his back. like slowly and methodically, like very intentionally. Like he was not trying to talk, he wasn't acting distracted. He just stared at me and just without saying a word, as I'm telling him, keep your hands where I can see them, don't move, don't touch it. He, let me see what my temp is here. We're gonna sit inside here for about an hour, just to warm up before we go to the next island over there. He just takes that left hand and he slowly puts it right behind his back, and then I start screaming at him, "Get your hand out from behind your back! You know, let me see your hands. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. You know." Don't make me hurt you. I will shoot you. Don't stop. You know, I start screaming everything I could think of to get him to show me his hands, his left hand especially. And he came back out again with nothing in his hand. Same speed as he went behind his hand, came back out with nothing in his hand. I was like, oh, thank God. Now comply. You know, like he's going to comply now. And I said, good. Don't, you know, don't do that again. Don't keep your hands where I can see him. And then he just stared at me again, and with tears coming down out of his eyes, and he just reached right back at the same speed, right behind his back again. And then this time, though, he stopped behind his back, and I am like screaming at him. And I saw his shoulder and his elbow just go lift straight up. Like if you could put your hand behind your back and then lift your same shoulder up, like 2-3 inches. It looked exactly like somebody pulling something out of the back of their waistband. And I started taking up the slack on the trigger at that time.
No, don't get. Put it down. Put it down. Don't pull it. Don't pull it. Don't pull it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, don't touch it. Give me your hands. Let me see your hands. Don't move. Get down. Get down. Get down. Get down. Do not reach in your pocket. Get down. Get down. Do not reach in your pocket. I don't want to have to hurt you. You stay down. Don't touch it. Get your hands up above your head.
If you were to play that scene out for anybody in the academy or any defensive tactics instructor, they probably would have said you should shoot him at that point. Like, no doubt. No brainer. Shoot him. You know, drop him. There's a gun in play. You know it works because you heard the gunshot. He admitted to having the gun. He admitted that it was him that fired the gun. It was personal reasons that he did it. But there was something about him. Wow, it's really bright out now. Oh, it's 24 degrees. Not bad either. So let's see if we can make it over to Misanthrope's Island. There's something about him. The look in his face. He looks scared. And I had enough confidence in my ability, at that range especially, with my pistol. I knew that if he came out with anything in his hand whatsoever, I was going to put 2 into his body and 1 to his head. I was just going to Mozambique him right there. On the spot. Holy crap, that was... I was not expecting to get buzzed by the... by an echelon formation of crows there, but that just happened. So, if anything had been in his hand, I would have dropped him. Mozambique. And I would not have missed. So... He comes back out. Same speed as he went behind his back again. But this time there was nothing in his hands. At this point I'm like, you know what? I'm sitting in this dang cruiser. How many times are we going to do this? I can't, my heart, first of all, well, forget about him pulling a gun and actually shooting me. My heart can't take it anymore. I'm about to have a heart attack. So, I was like, I got to get off the X, man. I got to move. So I, take my door and I open it as hard as I can. I don't know if I hit him with the door or not, like kind of doored him with it, but I blasted that door open with my foot and my arm, and I had my right hand free, and I kept my pistol on him. I got out and I was screaming at him to get down, and I shoved him down with my left hand, and he kind of gave up at that point. He sort of crumpled, you know, I think it felt like he just mentally crumpled at that point, and he fell down and just started sobbing, man. And I was like, get on your stomach, get your arms out to your side, don't move. I get on the radio, you know, dispatch, I got a guy with a gun at the school, you know, got him at gunpoint, have 1212 step it up.
1204 to 1212, I have one at gunpoint at the school, armed with a gun, step it up 1212.
So at that point, my partner starts trying to drive as fast as he can on the icy roads. turns out that when he was going through an S-curve, he was pretty sure that he took out a mailbox sliding through an S-curve. But after reviewing the video, going back and looking for damage on the cruiser and where the mailbox was, there was nothing. It turned out it was nothing. He didn't actually hit it, but it came freaking close. He gets there about a minute later, and I yell to him, cuff him up. He's got a gun in his belly. And he runs up, and I hold cover on him while he cuffs him. And I immediately ask him, I'm like, where's the gun at? And he's like, in my front left pocket. And I was like, okay. Well, while I'm there waiting for my partner to show up, I'm still keeping command presence, ordering him to keep his hands out, not letting him have a chance to think, basically. I'm just bombarding him with everything. And I'm also telling him, when he starts complying, I'm like, look, buddy, my name's James. What's your name? We're going to get through this. Whatever this is, we're going to get through this together, okay? You know, and I wanted to let him know I wasn't there to hurt him. I was there to help him, because obviously this person was scared, and something was really, really wrong.
What's your name, partner? My name's James. I'm going to help you through this, all right? I want to help you through this.
Well, my partner gets there. He stays compliant and just sobs the whole time. He never answers any of my questions. He just sobs the whole time. That's cooked. That was nice. That was nice of them to cook it for me. So my partner gets there. We cuff him up. And I'm like, where's the gun at? He tells us. And I said, is it loaded? Is this what's the status of the gun? And he's like, it's loaded with the safety on. And I was like, okay, good. Because I don't want to reach in his pocket with a hammer cocked back on a hair trigger, have it get caught up on some keys or something, and freaking shoot the knucklehead right in the gut, you know. But that would have been horrible. So we go ahead and secure the gun safely.
Got a gun in his stomach. You know the waist in area?
It was where he said it was. It had like 8 rounds in it or something like that, and 1 in the chamber. It was like a, I want to say it was like a 9mm Smith & Wesson semi-automatic.
Use more food.
Oh, we're getting a lot of food, and now we're stinky. Now we smell like meat. We get him back in the cruiser. I'm like, do you have any idea how close you came to getting shot twice? Why did you put your hand behind your back twice? Not once, but twice. And I was like, man, he's trying to get me to suicide by cop him right there, you know? Or he was trying to get a gun to kill me. That's what my initial thoughts were. But once we found out there was no gun back there, I'm like, what were you thinking? And he's like, I was trying to pull my pants up. I'm like, I don't know if I buy that. Because there's a time and a place to pull your trousers up. And with an officer telling you, I get it maybe the first time. Maybe. Nice, we needed that. But the second time, it seemed very intentional. And I have a feeling he might have been trying to get me to take him out. Well, I said, how old are you? He's 14. 14 freaking years old, 6 foot, 240 pounds. I had taken up the slack. I was ready to do it. I was literally not even milliseconds away
Don't want to run out of water.
From blasting a 14-year-old. I mean, who's suicidal? How do you square that in the book of life, right? And you know what? Had I done it, it would have been 100%. According to all the training, all the survival aspects of being a police officer, it would have been 100% correct. But there was just something in me, and you know what? You put any other officer in my shoe, and they very well they would have maybe done the opposite thing, or they might have done what I did. I don't know, but there was just something about him when he looked at me, and I saw his face, and I saw he looked young. He looked young, but I didn't put him at 14, and I was trying so hard to give him every opportunity to not go down an irreversible road for both of us. And I don't know. Maybe I was foolish for doing it. For not taking the shot. And maybe I'm here just because of dumb luck. I don't know. But there was something in me that said, due to my experience, due to my training, I had confidence that if he had come out with anything, I would have been able. I had him. I had him dead to rights. It would have been done. Alright, so, starting to get to be about close to nighttime. I think what we'll do, I don't really want to go towards the gas station at this time of night. I think we're going to stay here for the night. And what we'll do is we'll work on our... Let's do a little inventory here. So, anyway, it was, we got him to the hospital, got him, you know, evaluated, all that stuff. Which is what he needed. Turned out he had left a suicide note at his house. Stole the gun from his house. From his grandfather's safe. Unlocked safe. In the suicide note he said, you know, I don't blame you guys. Nothing, I love you guys. I don't blame you guys for anything. You didn't do anything wrong. Have the police check the woods behind the school. I didn't want to leave a mess for you guys to find. And then when he got to the school, after we were talking to him, he said that before he did the test shot, it turned out what he did was he did a test shot to see how the gun worked and if it was actually going to fire. That's what I heard was the test shot before he was going to do it to himself. And he said, I'm sorry, I can't concentrate on the game at this point. He said he had drawn, I'm sorry for the mess in the snow. And so the school cameras could see it. Because there was a snowy area, part of the field, close to one of the cameras. Up on one of the light posts. And he had written that into the snow.
If the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
And then he took the test shot, and then that's when, where I was blacked out, my little hidey hole where I was hidden in the shadows. I turned on my headlights, turned on my overhead floodlights, and started checking the area. I guess that scared him. He started walking away back towards the road. So yeah. I have that video. I have the audio. It is absolutely intense. I am not going to put that out there anytime soon until everything's taken care of. I might just play the audio for you. I don't know. I'll probably have to blur out everything as far as him because he's a juvenile. I have to think about it. I do want to share those experiences with you because they're part of who I am about. But at the same time, I need to respect other pleas for help. You know? But then again, it is public information also. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to think that out. But yeah, I just want to share that with you guys.
Why were you reaching behind your back, man? Oh my God, dude. Do you realize why I would have shot you?
Yeah.
Do you know how close you came to getting shot twice?
Yeah.
Let me check here. Empty. I already hit all these up here. I guess I did. All right, let's did I get this one? Is that a drawer? That's just a table, isn't it? Okay. Let me just make sure I got these two. I did. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and stay here for the night and take a look at our clothing. I don't want to carry around that stinky meat. If we can. Alright, so I'm gonna have to put this on underneath. Then I can put this on over top. There we go. Up to 11 degrees and 4 degrees of windproofing. What else we got? We got some cargo pants. Goes on the outside. Yep, they're better for waterproof. Got anything there? A pair of socks. But yeah, not bad. We've got a good start. We need some tools though. We do have some. Do I want that on the outside? No. Let me take that off. That down here. I guess I don't have a choice. If I wear a hat, it automatically. Wait. Let me try this again. So I want this one here. I kind of want to put this one on the outside if possible. It registered. Okay, good. I think that's on the outside. I think that maybe it doesn't because they're at. I'm not sure, but we got all of our bits and bobs covered. So that helps with frostbite tremendously. Alright, so, and then let's take a look here at condition. Let's see what we got. 81, 49, 27. So those need repaired pretty quick. We know those are better than not as well. They're actually better for wind chill, and those are just freaking horrible. All right, so there we go. We can maybe do some repairs. I don't know. What time is it? We maybe get one repair off. Let's give it a shot. Let's try to get one repair off for nightfall. Let's repair these pants. Do I have anything? I guess I do have a piece of cloth. Give it a go. See if we can get lucky here. These pants repaired a little bit. No! We used up our one piece of cloth and we didn't. And we failed. Alright. So let's go ahead and see if we can tear up anything. Do we have anything we can tear up that will make cloth? We can always tear up curtains.
Feels like sandpaper.
Like this. But I'm worried about running out of daylight. So let's try this again. Got 2 pieces of cloth, so now we get 2 chances. Fair. Come on, baby. I know, I'm thirsty now. Alright, 57%. Let's try repairing it again, get it, you know, a little bit higher before nightfall. And we're getting nice and tired, so that's good. 87. Good. Alright, so it was successful. Head back, see how that's doing. That's better. That's a lot better. 16 warmth bonus and 5-degree windproof bonus. Not bad for the first day. Hit the ground running. Definitely need some tools though. Yeah. This ain't gonna cut it, guys. This is not gonna cut it. Glad to get the storm lantern though. Yeah, that's always good. So let's see, how much fuel do we have in there? Not much. Let's go ahead and fuel this thing up. Refuel it. There we go. Almost 100% fuel. Or full. 100% full. Getting close. Alright, let's go ahead and sorry about that. Go ahead and eat. We have a lot to eat though. Should be grateful for that. That's cooked. 97%. 96%. We could cook that up if we wanted to. Cook that up. Do we have any matches? I don't think we have any matches yet. No, not yet. Alright. So what we will do is we'll just go ahead and eat. Go by condition. Go other way by condition. Everything's at... Oh wait, that's weight. Peanut butter. Wait, how's our food? Because on Stalker you start out with a bunch of calories. We got enough calories. We don't need that for the night. Let's just drink. Go ahead and drink and get some rest. That's all we need. Nice 14.4 degree bed. Gotta love that. Feels like 50 degrees in here, so not bad at all. But sleep for about 10 hours. And we should be 100% conditioned by the time we wake up. We need 650 calories to sleep. 10 hours. That's what that requires. We should be like on the last little bit of calories. Yeah, we're good there. Gotta drink before we forget about it. Sounds like it's quiet outside. There's no wind. Okay, let's get going here. Well, put that away. Oh, we do have matches. I must have been. I must be half blind. Okay. Should I? I think.
All I can think about is.
Do I have a stove in here that I can use to cook? I don't think I do. I think I'm gonna have to make like a little fire outside or something. There's no stove in here. Kidding me. I don't want to carry this meat around. It's still dark. Let's go ahead and make a little fire here. How much wood do I have? No. 6 sticks. That should be enough to cook up the food. I'm gonna cook it right off the side so I can get out if I need to. Without burning myself. Yeah, let's get that started. Not windy, so our fire shouldn't get put out anytime soon.
Come on. Come on.
Our first night. First night of the year. I really hope you guys enjoy this series. I think it's going to be a pretty... it wanted to be a longer series, too. You know, we'll probably end up getting a moose in this one. Which was my goal in the last series, which lasted like 3 episodes. But, a piece of cedar firewood. Yeah, we'll save the cedar firewood. Add this. There we go. And let's just go ahead and cook some food on here, shall we? This will really help out with the venison. Why is he acting like it's so cold out here? Oh, because it is cold. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. Holy rabbit. Now, when you cook it up, you get rid of that stinky, smelly icon, which means that it'll attract wolves. So that's why I want to cook it before I start traveling. I don't want to draw food, or draw the wolves to the smell of raw meat. For some reason, the cooked meat doesn't have the same effect. So, how are we doing on water? Let's take a look at that situation. Oh, we got plenty of water. Okay, good. Alright, well, you know what I could do is I could take a torch and start moving here towards the town. Oh, how pretty. Alright, so let's do that. Let's take a torch. And let's start walking. We're gonna make it off this mountain without getting eaten. There is a bear that does like to walk around this area. He's got a home down there. Right down there, I believe, actually. Yeah, maybe it's around the corner. I think it is around the corner now, though. Well, that's got a door on it.
Damn.
So if we have to run, we're going for that little ice fishing hut with the door. We do have a bedroll. What the temp is here? 6 degrees. That's not too bad. I don't know what he's complaining about, honestly. Yeah, I think that if you look at where my fire is on there, I think the bear cave is right there at the very tip of the island. Leftmost part of the island there. Or no, maybe it's right there. Might be right there. I think it is. There's a wolf over there to the left. 2 wolves. 3. That might. That looks like a wolf. Normally there's deer over there, but that's a wolf. What's this guy running at me for? Why is he trotting my way? I don't like that. That worries me a bit.
I better take this food.
Yeah, he's right there. I can hear you.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
I'm trotting at me. Stinky. Like he came at me with, like, ill intent in his heart. Do I have some raw somewhere?
Need something to eat.
No, it's all cooked. Yeah, it's all cooked. Well, I can always drop it as a decoy, so if I have to. Alright, well, I might just have to bed down here for an hour. Might get a little cold. It will get a little cold. I can always start a fire. Let's do that. Let's start a fire here. Let's not use newsprint. Let's tear that up. Charcoal. Let's see. Take that stick. where I might need it for fuel. And my fire burning materials. Here we go. Cinder plugs. I don't hear him growling or anything, so it's not like he's aggroed on me yet. Maybe he'll just get bored and leave. We just killed 30 minutes of time right there, but we're nice and cold now. I'm starting to take a little bit of a condition hit, unfortunately. So let's just kind of start this fire here. You know what? Yeah, okay, we're going to start the fire. I do want to warm up before I move.
Come on.
I think I heard his footsteps again, but now I can't tell if it's the footsteps or the fire crackling. Really don't want to get into an unarmed confrontation with one of these wolves.
Well, thank goodness for that.
Cedar wood, let's just add it. There we go, an hour. Now what's our temp at? Starting to warm up. We'll add a couple sticks here. Get our heat output going up just a little bit more.
Looks like a new day is dawning.
18 degrees. Is that gonna be enough? Probably not. Nope, it ain't gonna be enough. Is it gonna be a blizzard out here? I'm gonna open the door and see where he's at. Okay, they're over there. Son of a gun. Okay, we gotta run back for the house. That's our best course of action. We don't want to get stuck out there. There's the bear cave, I think. Maybe not. I didn't see any bones. Normally there's bones in the bear cave. I think I lost him in the blizzard, actually. Well, the weather really threw me. Oh, it's nice to be inside. Thank goodness you guys have an experienced pilot when it comes to Coastal Highway, huh? Because that would have been a quick end. The start of a good series. Alright. Gotta holster that thing. Let's see here. We're gonna go ahead and eat. Get another little bit of, yeah, we're not that tired yet. I guess we could break down some stuff first. Let's go ahead and 68% health. Yeah, let's eat. I think that's the best idea. As soon as I find my food. There we go. It's like 900 calories. That should be plenty. Okay. I think it was because I had these meats here. That I always want to. Is there any indication that I'm putting off that smell? I don't see it anywhere. Normally it's right in the middle of your screen, but I didn't see it with the cooked meat. I think it has to be the cooked meat, honestly. Okay, I probably should have ate one of those cooked meat. Try to get those, you know, out of my inventory as quick as possible. But yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We have plenty to eat. I'm not too worried about it. Let's just eat a piece of rabbit here. I know I'm sort of wasting calories now. I'm kind of skeptical about the meat being in my inventory. There we go. All right, well, let's go ahead and drink some of this here. And now we can maybe break down some items. How we doing? Hypothermia risk. Starting to feel better. Feels like 50 degrees in here. Should be just fine. Okay, so let's take a look at our clothing and see what we can break down. Now, can I wear that plaid shirt? Then we'll sweater or the plaid shirt. Which one's better? It's cotton, so probably not this one. Okay, that's 65%. Good. I want to stick with the cotton one, or the thin wool sweater. I want to tear these down. Wait a minute, maybe this one. Maybe the hoodie's not as good. Yeah, the hoodie looks like, I know it's 98%, so it's kind of tough to compare, but I'm gonna stick with the hoodie. High fashion with game developers these days. All right, let's tear this one down. And we'll tear this one down. Sounds like the storm's passing. Maybe. You never know. You never know these days. Those are wet, actually. You can see the little blue bar at the bottom. It'll fill up the more soaked they get, more saturated they become. Tear down these gloves. Get some leather from them. Cured leather's always something good to have. As far as crafting goes, repairs go. .7. I just can't believe that those are better, but they are. Alright. Not repair. Not repair. No, no, no. Go back. Harvest. An hour and 30 to harvest that? Jeez. Okay. There we go. Let's tear these down too. So we got lots of cured leather, which is good. Like I said, we're going to be able to repair things like these work gloves, gauntlets, anything we find. I'm going to leave those for now. I am going to repair these though. Cloth and cured leather. Let's go ahead and repair it best we can. An hour and a half. Oh no, we lost a cloth and a cured leather on that failed attempt. Let's try again. There we go. 99% work boot. Like that. 3.5 and 1.8. I'm happy with that. Then we'll splitter. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, let's repair this the ski jacket first. Need 2 cloths. Alright, let's go tear up some more curtains. It's curtains for you. Curtains. Okay, and I actually like using it, I think, for repairs. Don't screw it up. Oh, you jinxed it. Jinxed it all. More curtains in here. You're only half sleepy. Stop your complaints. Stop your belly aching. 0.1, 3.1. We're gonna get rid of that pretty quick, I would imagine. We'll find something better pretty soon. Yes, we can repair that one. Let's do that. Let's repair this one real quick. I don't have enough cloth. Okay. I'm starting to get thirsty here. Another drink. Did I take the toilet water from here? I don't think I did. I did. Okay. Nice if I could just turn the sink on. Be the easiest way to that issue. Okay. And repair this one. I want to hear if the Storm comes back or not. Kidding me. Alright, we'll try again. I suck at sewing, apparently. Oh well, we're at 20%, or 20 degree warmth bonus and a 7 degree windproof bonus. What's our armor at? Show? It does somewhere. Yeah, 23% armor, sprints down to 82%. So we're only 82% as fast as we once were. We were running around naked. Okay, let's see what the situation looks like over here. That looks like crap to me. But I can see all the way across through the fog, so we're gonna try to make a move on it. Yeah, let's make a move. I think instead of going straight that way, I'm gonna actually go this way a little bit. Go up to the road and then come along the road into the town. There's a couple less blind hills that way, it seems like. I've been ambushed less going in along the road rather than trying to come up the like Normandy style, you know, crash the beachhead sort of thing. So actually, it's kind of where I'm heading actually right now. What I need to do is I need to move this way a little more. I'll probably move over here to this. Alright, there's a deer out there. I'm alright with them. They're muy simpatico, except for when I'm hungry. I am sort of still wondering if we're going to get a reaction when I start moving with the, or when I get, you know, close to a wolf with the meat. If that's the case, I'm just going to fill my gut with meat and continue moving because I don't want to sit around too long. 32 degrees. Oh, it's like a warm spring day up here right now. That's not bad. Pinnacle peaches. We'll take those. Move on to this next. There's the wolf. Those sneaky little bastards. Alright, we'll move over here to this ice fishing hut, and then we'll jump up on the road and kind of go into the town and do our best to escape an invasion. And hopefully make it to the gas station. I'm sick of newspapers. Stop giving me newspapers. I got it. The world ended. How many times do I need to read about it? Good fishing gear, I think. I think we got a couple of those, don't we? Was that the first one? Oh, that's always good to have. That's always good to find. Alright. We're encumbered? Really? How much are we weighing? Oh, it's because we're starting to get fatigued. Okay, I got you. I got you. I was like, we can't have that much. Didn't seem like we picked up that much gear, you know? There's a car over here I'd like to check real quick. Hopefully I don't get trapped in this stupid thing. These are the blind hills that I talk about that freaking kill you. Oh, good. Trunk was unlocked. Good, because I don't have a pry bar, I don't think. More newspapers. Okay. Maybe some food or something. Matches? I'll take matches. Never anything. Ever. Ever! Start collecting some sticks here, I think. You guys see any wolves or any bears sneaking up on me, you all yell at your screens, at your TV screens or your monitors or your phones or whatever. I will hear you. Now we'll react. This is the only channel you get this on, just so you know. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. The new tech that I am the only one using right now.
Feel so tired.
Exclusive to my channel. Like an interactive retro time travel audio communication device that I use. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So if you want to, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe and hit that little bell notification icon. We'll continue to use this together. It's a prototype. Nobody else has it.
I'll be hungry later.
Raw meat. No. More raw meat. No. Peaches. Lots and lots of peaches. Right, metal pan. Close. Come on, close. Gosh, I need to stop talking. Oh,
I could use this.
I don't really need this. Orange sweatshirt. I don't think I even need that. I think what I have is better than all this. I'm trying to remember if I have if I have double layers of shirts or not, like regular shirts.
What have we here?
I do now. Well, that's a heavily insulated wool. That sounds pretty good. Take all that. I probably need to stay at this house for the night, just because I'm getting so fatigued, and I'm down to like pretty low carry weight. I'm not going to be able to run soon. Once I hit 35
This'll come in.
kilograms, I don't think I can run anymore, if memory serves correctly. Check under the bed, make sure I'm not missing anything spectacular. Alright. Doing your dishes for you, bro. Not doing them. Okay, looks good. Well, guys, we're up to the hour mark here. I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell if you do subscribe, so you get updated whenever I load new videos. I hope you guys enjoy this series. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a really big series. Probably the biggest one that I've ever done. So, you know, a year in the dark. That's going to be what we're aiming for. And I'll see you guys in episode number 2. Y'all take care.